mon ami, you have come back to my restaurant. I am so glad to see you here today. And I hear over the phone the wonderful news. Do I hear true? Are you going to tie the knot? Wedding bells are ringing. You are going to get hitched. This fills my heart with joy. I am so glad that you have found the perfect person to spend the rest of your life with. Now, you come to me for the reception? Huh? I think you will be very happy with what I have planned for you. For this, we are going to do a traditional Cajun wedding reception. Now, you understand, in the real traditional setting, there would be a lot more noise. There would be some strange customs that you probably don't want to do. For instance, if you are the younger sibling getting married, the older sibling would have to dance with a mop to give them a little egging on that they haven't gotten married yet. But I am assuming you do not want to do that sort of thing. Oh, no, 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 no. The traditional dish, well, it is gumbo. So, my question for you, my friend, is simply, which kind of gumbo do you want? Now, we can certainly do one of the non-traditional ones. There is the beef gumbo that is so thick and flavorful it will just stick in your mouth. I am actually quite partial to the turkey gumbo, where we slice the sausage up very, very thin and it just melts in your mouth. Oh. And of course, we also have the chicken gumbo, the turco gumbo, the chicken gumbo. They are both good. They have different qualities to them. I can always get you a sample. But depending on the allergies of your family and the needs that you have, the true traditional gumbo is fish. We can go a few different ways with this. A very modern and very popular is, of course, the shrimp. We can put the shrimp in there and cook it up so nice. Oh, it will just come apart as you put the fork onto it. Oh, it cooks for a night and a day beforehand, slowly simmering in my grandmama's pot. Of course, we can do some of the more traditional, like say a catfish. You understand, my Cajun brethren from long ago, they did not have a lot of the money, and sometimes whatever they caught that day, that is what went in the pot. And so catfish was quite popular. So I want you to keep that in mind. You want to go with the shrimp? You will be very pleased, mon ami. You will love the way it tastes. I have a shortened version cooking up in the galley, and I will let you try some before we leave. Now, this will not be the full experience that you will have on your wedding day, but I think you will be very happy. Now, very important at a reception. When we have a reception, this is a happy occasion. There are no teetotalers at a Cajun reception, and there are no tight waistbands. And by that I mean not just that there is a lot of food, but there is always a chance for you and your guests to have something to eat. So the moment they walk into this restaurant, I will have some of my wonderful staff. They will have trays ready for them with little etouffees and little finger foods, just the wonderful little pastries, so flaky and buttery, but all designed that they can just take a pluck, have a little bite. And of course, we will have the champagne flowing freely all night long. Don't worry, we will be offering a shuttle service. Afterwards, we will have absolutely no driving after your wedding, because there will not be a sober soul in the house, with the exception, of course, of the wee little ones who we have not forgotten. I have some very boring, basic burgers for the little ones, little chicken tenders. I mean, I like these things, but I understand the way of the world. I do not want, if the children, if they have nothing to eat, they will become so cranky, and then you will have all kinds of problems. I do not want this for you. I will have the bland, normal food for the little kids. If there's an adventurous one, by all means, we will get them the gumbo, and they will learn what it is to be alive. But of course, mon ami, the most important part of the wedding from the food is the cake. We are going to have a 4-layer cake with the buttercream, and it will be so crispy on the outside, just the tiniest bit of hardness that when you put your fork in, you will see it break. And then beneath this vanilla cake will be so moist. You will have died and gone to heaven if you had not already done so recently, marrying this wonderful person. But as is tradition, we will also have a smaller groom cake, chocolate of course, ready for you. Now, it is not necessarily tradition, but I like to always offer a little bit of homemade ice cream for the guests. What I find is it's just a little bit extra that they really like. The kids really like it as well, and the grown-ups, even though they don't want to admit it. Cake and ice cream, it just makes them think of every wonderful birthday party they've ever had. So why not do it for the wedding too? We will do it for you, mon ami. At the end, we will always offer strong black coffee. Black as midnight. Now, of course, with plenty of things to add to it. But this will give the chance for the final speeches, and the final goodbyes, and then we will send you and your lovely one off for your honeymoon. Do I hear right that you are flying off to Paris? Oh, I'm very jealous, my friend. I myself have been to Paris many, many times. Gotten many wonderful ideas for my restaurant. But I want you to have a marvelous time. So, what I want to say to you is, pace yourself when you come. There will never be a moment where there will not be food for you to eat at my restaurant. There will always be delicious meals for you to partake in. And you and your lovely one will have memories that will last a lifetime. So, shall we whip up that menu? Good, good, good. I will go and get the shrimp gumbo for you to try, and we will plan your wedding reception.